I don't know what I was thinking of there. That was stupid. Okay, so anyway, what I wanted to check out was this. So, 4, 8, 9, 1. This is the storage locker that Chase mentioned. So you can see we have various stuff in here. It just auto-saved right there. We're going to check out the reports in a second. This is the safe, which I'm going to get to in a minute. So we start checking out these reports. Okay. So Seraph Industries incident report TA00514-012. Incident: terrorist attack on Seraph Industries headquarters, Detroit. Officer: Detroit Gene Shizpowski. Oh, I probably mangled somebody's name there, but anyway. DPD 4211. Subject: 012. Probably use of an unidentified high-tech compound. Details: while examining the crime scene, Detective Hayward and I both noticed that the area covered by the attack seemed abnormally damaged, burnt to a degree that could not be explained by a normal fire or the use of any known explosives. It was the same for all of the recovered victims' bodies. Residue analyzed by forensic lab officers on the scene likely comes from a high-tech accelerant of unknown nature. It seems the lab's equipment and victims were deliberately burned to an excessive degree. The most obvious conclusion is that this was done to eliminate all possible trace evidence, but it just feels odd, like something is off. Autopsy report. Megan Reed. Name: Reed Megan. Age: 32. Sex: female. Blood type: O positive. Path MD: Lauren. Preliminary note. I have been appointed by the state to perform autopsies on the remains of multiple victims of the attack on Seraph Industries. This is due to the critical nature of the incident and the need for the State Department to be fully aware of every detail without going through an endless array of bureaucratic forms and requests. This is in no way linked to the competence of local ME, Dr. Gerald Campbell, and shouldn't be interpreted as such. Final diagnosis. Vertebral injuries. A. Vertebrae in the neck area are displaced. B. Abrasion of the bones consistent with severe with severe sudden stress or pressure. 2. Ligature strangulation. A. Abrasions found in the neck area. B. Hard to clearly verify due to severe burns, but throat seems crushed. 3. Severe burns. A. Extremely severe burns covering the entirety of the body. B. Accelerant residue has been sent to ChemLab for analysis. C. Absence of fumes, residue, and ash in the lungs indicate burns are postmortem. 4. Toxicology report. A. Blood ethanol, none detected. B. Blood drug screen, no drugs detected. Clinical pathological correlation. Cause of death is quick and intense snapping of the neck vertebrae combined with crushing pressure. Body was likely burned after the subject was deceased. Dr. Dana Hall, ME. Seraph Industries Incident Report TA 514-23. Incident: terrorist attack on Seraph Industries. Yeah, we've already been through that. Okay. Detective Christopher Chase. That's Detective Chase, who we talked to earlier. Subject: attackers are definitely professionals. Details: quick rundown. There was no trace evidence found at what seems to be the point of entry. The incident didn't last long, but the amount of damage was excessive. There were a large number of victims, and yet not many rounds were fired, and the accuracy was spot on. The attackers were probably all marksmen. This was the work of top-notch professionals. Seraph confirms that a new augmentation design was being tested just prior to the attack, but that the augmentation itself was unharmed, and no files related to it were stolen. The obvious motive here is theft and/or corporate espionage, but why then destroy the facility and murder everyone? A competitor could no doubt benefit from such a catastrophe, but these measures were quite extreme, and to my knowledge, this is an incident without precedent. I want to note here that I brought this matter up to Lieutenant Ashbrook on multiple occasions with no concrete results. Same incident, new report, well, different report, 008. Uh, actually from the same detective, it looks like, as the first report I read. Confused witness. Details. Apart from Seraph's chief of security, who is still in critical condition in edit, and another lab technician who is lying in a deep coma in the same hospital, the only witness to the attack on Seraph who was left alive is a tech named Arthur Hopkins. Something peculiar regarding the witness's deposition or lack thereof. When we first got on the scene, Mr. Hopkins was waiting for us in a rec room near the labs. He was obviously in shock, but was quite coherent and ready to give a clear description of the incident. The emergency response team wanted to make sure his condition was stable before allowing us to interview him. When we came back after his checkup, a few minutes later, he was incoherent and confused. He couldn't remember anything about the attack. We still haven't heard back from the ER team regarding this matter. Addendum, Captain Penn. The situation has been resolved with the medical team. Mr. Hopkins' condition has been validated. He suffered from a severe concussion. This matter is closed. So at this point, what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and increase my hack rating, even though technically, I could go in here, I could just use the code that Chase got me, or gave me, but since he asked me to hack it instead, I think I'll go ahead and do that, although I think him asking me to do that is kind of stupid. It's like, well, if you successfully hack it, what difference does it make? You don't need the code. And if I was going to have to do that, then I might as well have done it in the first place. But anyhow, so that's really where this is going, I guess, I mean, I'm going to need to increase hacking anyhow, but I'm not sure it's great to do it at first, but, things seem to be going okay, so I'll do it. So we need to be up to level 3. And I'll go ahead and save it here. People have complained about this too, by the way. I'm not the only one.
Access granted.
Yay. That really wasn't worth it. 250 credits? 2,500 credits might have been worth it. Okay. Anyway. So here we get Megan's bracelet. So, Megan Reed Lab Notes, entry 708. It's hard to fathom it all. It's hard to fathom it all sometimes. When I made that breakthrough in my research a couple of years ago, I never thought it would get this big. I thought it was an anomaly at first, but it's become to genetics what universal assemblers are to nanotechnology. We're talking about the holy grail of DNA here. Hell, this is Gregor Mendel big. The thing is, I have to bury the truth. Not the discovery, but how I reached my results. It's become harder lately. Oops. I betrayed someone I respected for the sake of my research. I wish I had a chance to fix it, but it got bigger than me, bigger than Seraph. If this ever came to light, Seraph Industries could be ruined. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm tired. I think I'll just wrap things up for today. So, anyway, here we are back at the front entrance to the police station.
All the media speculation surrounding that hostage situation in Detroit has just blown through the roof, thanks to the arrival of William Taggart, celebrity author and founder of the
What's up? Did you see it on the news? Eliza mentioned.
From the tarmac at Wayne County Airport, Taggart called the attacks
an extremely regrettable affair.
Well, she knows what's what.
I'd very
That's
much
why.
like to meet with David Seraph in person to
Ah,
offer my
David,
deepest
bye.
sympathies and assure him that these attacks are in no way linked to Humanity Pride. My people have worked tirelessly to find a peaceful solution.
It's a shame
to
our
this dispute,
city's
and
name is
I
being dragged down by
unequivocally,
fanatics.
Deplore the methods
I remember
used
when
by
it was
these
really
hostage
bad here,
takers.
back
Now,
before
that being
Seraph
said,
Industries opened their
I do hope
doors.
the UN takes
It's
a
because of
concentrated
David
look at
Seraph
what
and the
happened
biomod
yesterday.
industry that
Mr.
Detroit
Taggart
is
went
even
on to
habitable
express
today.
his sincere
Of
desire
course,
to
there are
stand
still
in front
parts of
the
the city
General
I won't
Assembly
walk
with
through.
David Seraph, united in their cause.
Yeah? What do you want?
Information.
Then go bother the receptionist, Chrome Boy, instead of wasting my goddamn time.
Not that kind of
Here's a
information.
beta.
I want to know about the Seraph Industries case.
Ha ha! And I want a blowjob and a vintage '05 Bard GT, so I guess we both keep on dreaming. Huh, metalhead?
I know you handled the critical evidence linked to the case, and I want to know about it.
First off, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And second, even if I did, what makes you think I give a shit about what you want? Now, I strongly suggest you take your high-tech, toaster-looking ass out of my way before I handle you.
Had received permission to gather in protest
Are you deaf or just plain stupid? I told you to get the hell out of my way.
So we know he's an Omega. So
You talk tough, but we both